For the first time, Tata Motors, or for that matter any manufacturer, is making a big song and dance about a CNG car. This is the Altroz CNG, and it's got two smaller CNG tanks in the boot to free up a lot more luggage space. What's more interesting about this car? That's what we aim to find out. If you like this video, like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and of course hit the bell icon to stay notified. The government of India is making a solid effort to make CNG cars more popular in India by increasing the network of CNG stations in the country. In 2014, India had under 1,000 CNG stations. Now we have about 5,000 CNG stations, and the government of India is pushing it a lot more. They want to expand the network very aggressively, and they say that by 2024 and there will be over 8,000 CNG stations. So a CNG car is significant considering this growth in CNG network in India. To prepare for that increase in demand, Tata Motors has now launched the Altroz CNG. It is powered by the same 1.2 litre petrol engine, the 3-cylinder petrol engine. It makes 87 bhp and 150 Newton meters of torque. For the CNG, when you go into CNG mode, it makes 73 bhp and 103 Newton meters of torque. So it is considerably lesser than the regular petrol car, which doesn't set any benchmarks in its class anyway. So the CNG does feel a little underpowered. When you lose momentum, you need to drop down a couple of gears to get it back, and overtaking can be a challenge. You can switch to CNG mode on the fly from the petrol mode, so you can go back to your petrol mode whenever you think you need a lot more power. That said, driving around the CNG Altroz in the city is quite effortless. The shift action is nice, the clutch is nice and soft, and of course, yes, you get only a manual gearbox in the CNG, you don't get the automatic. That may or may not come at a later date depending on the demand for the automatic version in the CNG. The whole point of the CNG variant is to offer a car with very low running costs, and so automatic was given the skip at the launch. But if there is demand for it, Tata Motors might just introduce it. Besides that, the Altroz USP is its handling, its ride quality. They all remain. It rides so well over bad roads. It rides well on a winding road, so it gives you a lot more confidence when you're going around corners. I wish it had a bit more power, but then of course we are looking at it from a thrill of driving point of view. But for Tata Motors, the CNG is a variant that people will buy for its economy, for its low running costs. The biggest USP of the Altroz CNG is its boot space. The twin cylinder technology creates a lot more space in the boot. So let's step out of the car and check out the boot of the Altroz CNG. If you can see, there's 210 liters of boot space, so you can carry a big bag in the boot. Instead of the single cylinder that usually is there in a CNG car, the Altroz, it has two cylinders here, two smaller cylinders that can be loaded nicely under the boot. Tata Motors has also re-engineered the rear end of the Altroz CNG so that its crash worthiness isn't compromised. Prices start at Rs 7.55 lakh ex-showroom. And the good thing is Tata Motors hasn't skimped on features for the CNG variant of the Altroz. With stricter emission norms coming in, the diesel version of the Altroz will eventually be axed. This CNG variant tries to fill that gap, and Tata Motors hopes that 30% of the sales of the Altroz come from the CNG variant. But the big burning question here still remains: would you buy a premium hatchback and still go CNG? Do let us know in the comments.